Hey, YouTube family, how you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me, guys. I've got my hot coffee tonight because I have to actually work for about an hour before once I'm done with you guys, I have to work about an hour and I'll be done for the night. So I need a little bit of caffeine in me. Also, I've got my new tray of Invisaligns in, so I'm like this. So bear with me. You can hear me. You can see me. I am in my oasis, as you guys know. I'm still trying to get this lighting right. So bear with me. How are you guys tonight? How's it going on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, as they say, Sunday afternoon? We are going to talk about some good stuff tonight. It looks like Meghan Markle did post a response to this whole Prince Harry thing, and she's trying to do it in her own little clever way. So we're going to get into that. I'd also like to talk about, I meant Kanye. Kanye West had a crazy video. And I meant to send that to myself on X. The reason I usually don't, his crash out videos are legendary, but I wanted to play a clip of him and we can discuss really what's going on with this dude. How are his kids really doing with having a father that's mentally ill and he's untreated? So we can get into that. And I found a video clip of Marlon Wayans discussing kind of a life-changing sort of realization. Excuse me, guys. These Invisaligns got me kind of talking with like I have cotton in my mouth or something. So bear with me. But back to Marlon Wayans. I want to get into I'll play his clip and we can get into it, because what he said, Marlon Wayans, it's the realization that I came up with, and I kind of want you guys to look at it too. And I think it'll tie into our discussion on Prince Harry and why he refuses to just let go. And Meghan Markle, so we'll get into that. Kanye and Kim, if Kim could do it over again, would she have children with a man that's mentally ill like that? Let's just start. I wanted to also let me see if I can find this Kanye video because I forgot to load that up. And it looks like I am not going to be able to. Oh my God. Where he says, Kanye said that he should have had children with Paris Hilton, not Kris Kardashian. So hold on 1 second, because I want to tie all this in with Paris Hilton. Because it's, I'm not shocked anymore by Kanye's behavior, but I am shocked that Kim, I'm curious, not shocked. I'm just curious if Kim had to do it over again. Would she pick someone else? And I think that's a legitimate question, right? Would she have picked someone else to have children? Because guess what? Just because the guy's a celebrity and he's got a name, like Kanye has a name, he's a popular guy, he's a rich rapper. Does she, when you have children with these men, you got to really be careful, because, they could be, carrying a lot of baggage. Okay. So, here it is. I'm going to download it and we're going to play that too. So let's talk about Meghan Markle has responded, and we're going to put her on Instagram. So I guess she's saying, let's pull it up. Let me pull it up for you so you can see for yourself. So it looks like Miss Meghan Markle is in her own way speaking out. So look what she posted on her Instagram. It's just a picture of, let me make it bigger for you. It's a picture of Prince Harry and Archie and then Lil Bit. And all she does, and you can't leave comments. She don't let you leave comments on her Instagram, which I find very funny. Hey, Monique's Beauty, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. So Meghan Markle posts this image on her Instagram, and I guess this is supposed to send the message that she is supporting her husband and her family. Good, Meghan. I think that's wonderful. However, I also think that why don't Harry leave his family alone? Okay? Why don't he just leave him alone? He lost the fight. Let it go. Just let it go. That's it. Just let it go. No more fight, no more court cases. No more books, but we know that he's gonna do a Spare 2 because they need the money. You know that. They need that money. And he's going to expose all of his family, all the dirty secrets that will help move that book, sell those books. He will do that. And he will continue to roll back and say, well, what's wrong? How come you guys are not talking to me? What's wrong? It is insanity, really. It is insanity. I was watching on as I work, when you're working, I always like background noise. So a lot of times I'll put on YouTube because I love me some YouTube, y'all. I do. So I was watching some of my favorite channels, and the common thing, I was watching GB News and some of the other talk TV, some of the British channels, and they say that majority of Brits want support Harry and Meghan losing their titles. And I think I can understand that. And when you think about Harry mentioned that how life is precious, blah blah blah, and then still turn around. And we talked about that in detail yesterday. So let me show you this. I ran across Marlon Wayans, this video on Instagram. Now, when I look at Harry and Meghan, for example, the first thing I think is, why don't you leave your family alone? I don't understand this, Harry. You said you want to go away. Go away. Just go away. Just leave them alone. Why can't you leave them alone? Right? So let me pull up this video, and we're going to talk about it. I found this video to be so beautiful. Let me tell you, so beautiful. But
52, and God blesses me to.
Okay, and let's rewind it. This is Marlon Wayans. You know the Wayans, Keenan, Marlon. What's the other one? It's Keenan, and what's the other older one? Damon Wayans, and they got a sister. Well, listen to what he says, and we're going to talk about it. Because when I saw this on Instagram, I was like, I connect to what he's saying, and he's in my age group. So listen to what he has to say, and we'll talk about it.
I'm 52, and God blesses me to live another 20 years. That means I got more days behind me than I do ahead of me. I'm not letting anybody waste not one fucking moment of my life. I'm gonna enjoy this ride, and if I need to be alone to enjoy it, that's what will happen. But what you will not do is strap me with all your shit and make me responsible for
your history.
Your shit.
Okay. Is he not telling the truth, y'all? Is he not telling the truth? Isn't that what Harry and Meghan are doing? Right? Isn't Harry trying to latch on all of his baggage and his issues? It looks like this went dark a little bit. Let me see. How do we open this? All right. Isn't that what Harry and Meghan are doing? Aren't they attaching their baggage, expecting Harry's expecting his father and his brother, all of the trauma that he claims he has, like no one else has trauma. But people, and I have that attitude the same as Marlon Wayans now. It's like, you are not gonna, you know what? You are not gonna attach your issues onto me. I'm not doing any more drama. Once I had that health scare, that was it. Harry and Meghan, they're the ones that made their bed. Now they've got a lie in it, you guys. They really do. They've got to lie in it. And why do they think that, you know what? You cannot reason with crazy. You can't reason with crazy. You just can't. Forget about it. You cannot reason with crazy. And these two are nutty as a fruitcake. You cannot reason with them. So don't even try. Because it makes no sense. It's insane. But one thing I can say with, let me put their picture up since we're talking about them. I'd like for them to be right here on display. Marlon is right. He's 52. That's how I feel too. I'm like, listen, I got more years behind me than in front of me. And there's just no way in hell I'm going to take life for granted. But let's put these two up right quick. I just want to be able to, I want you guys to see who we're talking. Let's put them right here up on the screen so they can see, so we can see them. Hold on one second. It's very important that we put a face to the name. Let's put them right up here. There we go. Harry and Meghan. These two are going around. Now, see, I told you guys. What did you think of what Marlon said? He's right. 52. He's in my age group. I'm a couple of years older than him. But he's so right. And you look at Harry and Meghan with all the wealth that they got. All the wealth and status. Their children are healthy. They're relatively healthy, I'm sure. They don't appear to have any issues with their health. So why is it that Harry could not have just stepped down and then went away quietly? Why couldn't he do that? Why isn't he doing that now? He's coming out with that book. But I do believe that these two, after all of the burning and destruction that they will end up doing, because Harry's going to come out with that book, and he is certainly going to really betray his family with some deep, dark secrets that that he really shouldn't be talking about. But he'll do it for our enjoyment, because at the end of the day, he and Meghan, they want to make money. They want to monetize. And Harry they're angry too. Let me look at the comments. It's sad. It is really sad. Before I do the comments, do you mind if I play Marlon Wayans one more time? Because I liked what he said. Hold on. Let me just pull him up. And for those who didn't get a chance to see it, listen to him.
52. And God blesses me to live another 20 years. That means I got more days behind me than I do ahead of me. I'm not letting anybody waste not one fucking moment of my life. I'm gonna enjoy this ride. And if I need to be alone to enjoy it, then that's what will happen. But what you will not do is strap me with all your shit and make me responsible for
your history.
Your shit.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's like Harry is trying to make his father and William responsible for his shit. That's really, he and Meghan they decided to step down, y'all. They're the ones that decided to step down. And now these two want to make the royal family, the institution, make and the people of Britain, make them all, they're the ones that are causing Harry and Meghan harm. Harry and Meghan takes no responsibility for their role in this. That's why I say the only thing Prince William and Princess Catherine, the only option they have really, and it's not option, because they can do a lot of damage to these two with that power. But I don't think William is like that. I think William is very disciplined and controlled. I'm sorry, guys. I got these Visalign, so bear with me with my speech. So, if I think Princess Catherine and Prince William, because of that cancer scare with Catherine, and then also William with his father being sick with cancer. And then remember, William and Harry lost their mother at a young age, just like I did. And you're introduced to death at a young age, mortality at the young age. You are faced with it. And I think William has to, it's serious. He's got heavy weight on his shoulders. Harry and Meghan are just silly. This is silly season for them. And and they're reckless and they're greedy. But William and Catherine, they can actually do good as far as really changing. I think the monarchy, the royal family, I think they can use sort of a revamp. And I think William and Catherine can do that. They can modernize it. That's the word I'm trying to come up with. They can modernize the monarchy. And I think for William and Catherine, they can't respond to Harry and Meghan, their silliness. That's what it is. That's what it is. And I think William and Catherine, because they're dealing with real life issues, life be life and it hit them. Harry and Meghan, like, they're going to end up having, life is going to give them some heavy hitters too. We all have it. And then they are going to have to use all the skills they had in if they got a relationship with their higher power, I hope so. And they're going to have to really rely on each other and work through it. But all of this destruction that they're causing, I think it's really sad. And considering that King Charles is dealing with a serious illness, and Catherine, Princess Catherine, we don't really know we don't know if it'll come back or what. So imagine Prince William and all this shit he's got to deal with. So I'm hoping he has a strong faith. And I think he's going to be okay because he does have a really good, strong, solid support system. He's got an entire machine behind him too, but it's more than a machine. He's got his family and his blood. And that's what you need to help you during times like this. Because when times get really rough, you need your family and friends. And life will be life and for all of us. And it has for some of us. And Harry and Meghan is playing life as if they're the only ones that matter in the world. And like Marlon Wayans says, you want to put your shit on me? No. And you get family members that do that. Some friends, they call you with their shit. And it's like, oh, no. When I was younger, I would feel obligated to listen and to help and do something. Now it's like, nope. Because when I feel a lot of pressure, I take care of myself now. And like Marlon said, when I need to be alone, I'm going to be alone. And if you love me, you're going to respect me. You're going to respect that because I am a good friend. I am a good sister. I'm a good aunt. I'm a good cousin. I'm a good mother. I'm a good friend. But if I tell you that I need to be alone, please give me that respect because I got to take care of myself. So I hope that Prince William and Princess Catherine take care of themselves and don't play into this because I think dark times are coming. Harry and Meghan are going to go real dark now. Harry, especially now that Harry's, if God forbid, I don't want this because we don't know. King Charles can be around another 10 years, y'all. Only God knows. Okay. Only God knows. I have an uncle. He's like a second uncle. He's my mother's first cousin. So he'll be my second. Do you know he didn't have bone cancer for 7 years now? Bone cancer. He's like in his 70s. And I'm like, how does that happen? But he does. He gets to go into surgery, go get treatment, all of that. Yeah, got bone cancer. I'm like, how to? So we don't know, and we can't believe what Harry's talking about. Come on, these two, Harry and Meghan, are really sick people. And that's what I realized. They are sick people, and they are part of a machine that's using them. You got the Democratic Party that want to sell them, and you got Netflix is trying to make their money as much. They gave them $100 million. They're trying to make it back as much as they can. And then you have Ari Emanuel. It's all about money. But these two, I don't understand what they're doing, but I think it's going to get really dark, though. I really do. I sense that it will. The more William and Catherine and the royal family don't communicate with them, they're going to do more and more to try to get attention. And if I were them, and I'm not, and I'm sure they've got the best of the best giving them advice, they really need to stick to that. Never complain, never explain, don't even respond. Just go dark. Meaning, like, no communication, no response. Let the American media run with it, because I'm looking at page 6 and they're like, Harry's hurt, blah, blah, blah. And then on the other side, Prince William. This sells, this is actually making a lot of these news outlets, these entertainment outlets, money. This is content gold. So if I were the royal family, let Harry and Meghan, let them do all the book writing, all the tours, all this. Don't give them, just don't give them any more access. Just live your life. Okay, let's look at the comments. All righty. Venera says they doing to Kanye exactly what they Hollyweird weirdos do to Michael Jackson and Prince and many other Black artists. Venera, we're gonna get into Kanye West because he's another one. And I want to get into the psychological aspects of it. Oh, it was something someone wrote in the comments, and I took a picture of it too. Yes, let me send this. This is perfect too. But we're going to get into that, Venera. Kanye is next. It is amazing how this man is very disturbed. And we'll get into that. We'll get into it in just a minute. I wanted to highlight Harry and Meghan, and then I wanted to link that up with what Prince William and Princess Catherine and the King must be going through, and how people will try and attach, they will try and dump their issues, their shit right at your door, and then get angry with you when you don't pick it up and take ownership of it. That's what it is. And that's what Harry, you and Meghan decide to go away. No. And another thing too is they have to keep this conflict going because that keeps them in the media, and it actually sells magazines. It's clickbait. And people watch it because they want to know. The royal family is a very, it's Catherine and William are beautiful, intelligent, regal. They will soon be, they'll eventually be king and queen. The King Charles has been around forever. His mother was queen. I mean, they've got a brand and they've been around. They move newspapers, the stories. So to me, it's like, how long does Harry and Meghan think this can go on? But I have a feeling, see, what Harry and Meghan don't realize, and Harry should know this, but he's not thinking. The powers of the institution of the monarchy has been around, 1,600 years? And these men in these gray suits, they will die to protect it. And they've been doing it over 1,600 years. So what does Meghan think she's going to do? Keep battling these people? What? They can do it. They can do it for a couple of generations, Meghan Markle. Every time you think you're going to make it here, there will always be a counter force pushing you down, pushing this down on you. You will have to battle for every dime you make going forward. Why? How long can this go on? You can't win with that. You're not going to win with them. Plus, you're wrong. The one good thing that the royal family has that's on their behalf, that's really good, is social media. Because all they got to do, they tried to protect Harry. They controlled Harry's image and they curated it. The royal family did when he was behind the palace walls. Now he's out there recklessly destroying his brand. Oh God, just destroying his brand right there. I mean, in front of our very eyes. They're doing to themselves what they're accusing the royal family's doing. Harry, they said that they're really trying to kill him. And so he's gonna be talking nonsense, but he threatened them. He did threaten in his interview, guys. He said that he is going to I think he was talking about his brother, where he said that he knows certain people in the family is not happy with him. And then he also said he's got a lot more to say. So those were threats. So he's telling his family, if you don't do what I say, the way I want it, how I want it, when I want it, I'm going to come out with another book and tell all the secrets. And you know what the royal family should do? And more than likely they will. They've been around for 1,600 years. They are master at it. Harry and Meghan, you guys don't even know you are in a game. You can't hurt them. You can't. You cannot. And you guys think you can. So Harry, you're going to write that book, Spare. Go ahead and write it. And then tell all their secrets. And then come out with a Spare 3. And each time you come out with another tell-all, you won't sell as much. And they know it. The royal family, those powers, they are thinking long-term. And Meghan Markle, you picked a fight with an institution that will be on your ass for the next 100 years. Do you want that fight? That was a fight you should not have you tried to tear them down, which means you are part of the anti-monarchist camp. You're an enemy. And you're still playing with these people? You are playing with an entire country and a region that supports that royal establishment. Like, who are you to tell these people how they should live? Just just go away. Encourage your money. If your husband loves you and your kids so much, then go away. And y'all love on each other. Leave them alone. Life is too short. Okay, let's look at the comments. Okay. Aloha Annie, love your chat and videos. Need to leave for a little bit, but we'll try and come back when I can. Hi, Aloha Annie. Thank you. We'll be here. Hi, Roxanne. How are you? Roxanne said the UK GB want their titles to be stripped. Yeah, yep. I saw that on GB News. They said 3/4 of the those that took the poll want Harry the title stripped. I think they should. You got to rip off the Band-Aid. They're making a joke of the monarchy. Not that in the long run it's going to hurt them, but who's got time to play with these two clowns? Come on. That's what they are. Meghan's an empty vessel and Harry is a dimwit. And they're playing if Harry, you know what? They are playing a very cruel game with their families. What Meghan Markle's doing to her father, what Harry's doing to his father and his brother and his sister-in-law. Just cut it. And King Charles is delaying it. I think so. I think King Charles is just delaying it. But it's hard to criticize him because that's his child and he's suffering from, he's got cancer. We don't know, you don't know how that man is feeling. And then to have your son going rogue, really, because look at King Charles' point of view. Harry is his son, but he also has an obligation to the people. So he's got his son who's gone rogue, and then he's got the people that he's been serving all his life. and his parents did, and then his grandparents, great-grandparents, I mean, back 1600 years. And why Harry thinks that they should do anything different than what they're doing is very selfish of Harry. Very selfish. Like he said, he just wants his family. That's what he said with Oprah. And then when he did that video, that interview with the British guy that he's cool with. This was the first round of interviews he was doing. And he said, I just want a family. You know what, Harry? You don't dictate the terms of a family. You just are. Who are you to think that you can tell your father and your brother and the whole institution and the people behind it? Who are you to tell them that how they should respond to you and family? You don't even know what family is, Harry. The way you and Meghan treat your family, I'm really scared for them kids, to be honest with you. I really am. And Lady C pointed out the way, because Lady C says that she was raised, her mother was a malignant narcissist. And Lady C was saying some of the clips that I saw this on Dan Wooten, that Meghan, when you hear her talk, like she got her kids calling her mummy, not mom or mom, mummy. So Meghan's thinking that's, that's aristocracy. That's the British way to do it. But Lady C said no. She said that's an old British way. She says that now they call them mom. So I don't know. Well, Lady C would know. So, and then the way Meghan talked to her daughter, like, how does this look? And she says, I think it's beautiful. Now, I'm just saying, I do think Meghan is not only a psychopath, she's a malignant narcissist. She is. And if her and Harry treat their family the way they treat their family, I am worried about them kids. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I don't think Meghan knows how to love. She don't have that empathy in her because she's a psychopath. Oh, let me show you. Check this out. Hold on one second. I want to show you this. Someone left this in my comments about 2 months ago, and I saved it. I got a chance to read it. I got a chance to read this. I just stumbled across it when I was going through all my comments, because I try to respond to you guys' comments. Excuse me. To your comments every other day or so. And I came across this one, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry I missed it. So this is kind of something that this is what I want you to see. Hold on, let me show you this. And when I read this, I saved it. I said, I got to share it with my people online. I got to. So hold on one second. Let me image file. Okay, cancel. Okay, hold on one second. And this I thought spells it out for Meghan Markle and that mental health. Because I do believe that I think that she's a psychopath. I really do. And I don't think there's help in that. I just don't. But hold on one second. Let me see. Chrome, Instagram. Here we go. Okay. And then share. Can you guys see this? I'm going to make it bigger so you can read it. So it says, according to the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, malignant narcissism is, I can't read that. It's too low. So let me switch. I'm going to read it on this end, on my end, and I'll read it with you guys. Okay. According to the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, malignant narcissism is untreatable to date. And it takes about 13 years to put a borderline personality disordered person in remission. You can see how awkward and unrelatable she is. They're talking about Meghan Markle with others. This is the untreated autism spectrum. There is not a lot that can be done for her as a polysubstance abuser. She self-medicates with all these substances and would be considered untreatable in the mental health parlance. However, not many mental health providers would take her on as a client. She is too high risk to treat. In other words, once you get into treatment, her fragile ego will cause psychosis and she would unalive herself. This is at Sunny B2318 2 months ago. That's what she wrote to me about Meghan Markle in the comments. And I said, that is so true. Meghan Markle is meant, I believe that she,
52. And God blesses
I
me
hit
to
the
live.
wrong one. I hit the wrong one. Sorry. Meghan Markle is a malignant narcissist. She's a psychopath. You could tell. You can really tell. And see, guys, I love social media. I think there's a lot of bad things you can say about it, but I think the good outweighs the bad. And I told my kids, just be careful of what you expose your mind to. Like in the Bible, it says, guard the avenue to your mind or something. If they say it's in the Bible, but I love the phrase, and I tell my kids, and so just because it's online, you don't have to see it. But for me, I do enjoy the internet. I do enjoy the social media, these social media streets. I do. I absolutely do. Because I know that without that, these powers to be would try to control what we think and how we feel. And they can't do that when we got social media. And that's what we're seeing with Meghan Markle and Harry. We get to see right there in real time how these people function. And you notice her, she still won't go away. You know why? Because that girl is really, she's really got problems. And and it is untreated. You cannot treat a psychopath. Now, I've watched so many videos on that. You can't treat them because it's untreatable. It really is. You can't tell. And that's why you look at Meghan Markle like, why does she keep holding on? That's why the royal family, Harry and Meghan's going to be playing the victim role till the end of time. So they are powerless when it comes to Harry and Meghan. You can't reason with cuckoo crazies. You can't reason with them. So they are toxic, and you have to keep them out of your life. Or like my brothers say, you have to stay outside the blast zone. Because Harry and Meghan, they're going to have explosions here and there where their lives blow up. And you just got to make sure you stand on the outside. As a matter of fact, William and Kate got to make sure they keep them outside of they nowhere near so they can get caught in the blast zone. Because if they piss Harry or Meghan off, then they're going to go to the media crying and bitching about it. Who's got time for that? Life is too short. And I believe my whole point is Harry, William, Kate, and King Charles and his wife Camilla, they know that life is really short. Who's got time for that? Who's got time for that? And but there's no treating Meghan Markle's mental health. Roxanne says, I think after Harry's interview, King Charles is now rethinking about taking steps to put a stop to the Harkles. He's got to do something because listen, the British people are not happy. So, and I don't know but you know what? There are too many parties that benefit from Harry and Meghan keeping up this chaos. You know that? Netflix, keep up with the chaos because this will be future content when they start, doing made-for-TV series on Harry and Meghan. So they want this to keep going. Ari Emanuel will keep her as long as she keep going with this shit. Yeah. And then you got all the magazines now. They put and what Meghan, because she's sick, she don't see it. Harry is so dim-witted, he don't understand it. The same media that builds you up and give you access, and they get clickbait and viewers for that. That's the same media will tear you down and get clickbait and eyes on and making money off of it. They get it when you're coming up and coming down. It's both ways. It is both ways. And then the machine, the Democratic Party, they don't really give a damn what's really going on behind your life as long as you can put on that front. Look what they did with Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. I hear Hillary Clinton's a whole lesbian and Bill Clinton just date whoever he wants. That's what I hear. But then they're going to say, look at the Clintons. They've been married for 40 years. Look at them. Oh, look at them. Wouldn't you want to be like that? No, hell no. No. And then all them people y'all kill and shit, Okay. Roxanne said Harry and Meghan are the perfect example of misery loves company. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they both, I don't give Harry a break anymore, y'all. No, he don't get a break. Because once he did that interview the other day, and he dangled them kids, his father's grandkids in front of him, and basically said he's got more to tell, and accused his father, that them and the British government of trying to set him up for him to get killed. That's when I knew. I said he's no different than Meghan. Roxanne, at 50 years old, my best friend are my dogs. I'm close to people's. Are you? Oh, Deb. Okay. Okay, Roxanne, I get you. Yep, I feel the same way too. I turn my phone off. Like, now that I'm recording my video, my phone is off. I turn the volume off where, so I don't hear any rings. And I enjoy and drink my coffee. And then when I get to work, I will not be listening to no phone. Don't call me after a certain time. And it depends. And most of the day, I'll have my phone on mute. And then I'll look and see who's calling. Do I want to answer? Do I have the energy, the bandwidth? If I do, okay. But I'm not doing drama. I can honestly say that I don't have an issue with anybody in my family. Those that matter, right? Those that are part in my inner circle, like my siblings. And I've got 2 cousins that I'm really close to. And obviously my children. And who else? That's it. Oh, no, my niece. Well, then they got drama. I don't do drama. But, but I don't have issues with anyone. Thank God. I've made amends. I don't have issues with anyone. Hey, Deluxe. Thanks for joining us. Hello, hello. Yeah, it is. That was someone posted that in the chat. It's still there. 2 months ago. And that was like, but I am always interested in the most amazing thing. And like I told you guys why I love social media, because social media, it pull the curtain back, and it's really hard. Like, you see some people live their lives and but it's phony. You look on Instagram and you do like and dislike and all that. Some people you look and they say, oh, they show off their bodies and all that. Okay. But if you really want to know what's going on, you can get on the internet and you can find some honest brokers out there who's telling it like it is. And in these celebrities, they are so addicted to the limelight that they can't help themselves. As long as someone's watching, they are going to perform, because fame is a drug and they can't help themselves. That's another drug that they're on. And Harry and Meghan, that is 2 people. Hey, Robin, how you doing, Robin Swan? That's a cute thumbnail. Harry and Meghan, it's hard to have, it is hard to hide crazy. It is really hard to hide crazy when you're always showing your face in the media. Like, Harry didn't have to do that interview. Harry could have just go home, go back to Montecito and hang out with his kids and don't give any sort of comments about it. Just say the judge has ruled. Okay, I respect his decision. Thank you. And okay, left it at that. Because he's an agent of chaos too, just like his wife. And he is committed. Don't get it twisted. He's committed to tearing down that royal family. So prepare. We got to prepare ourselves. Rinsky. Hey, Rinsky. Hey, Ron, just sneaking in a message here from work. I'm an English teacher in Vietnam. I think this interview has backfired. I see more channels angry with them and not afraid to speak out. Oh, Rinsky, you are an English teacher in Vietnam. How cool is that? You know what? I got a bigger computer screen. I love your thumbnail. Is that your picture, Rinsky? Very pretty. Oh, you're an English teacher. Okay. Yes, I think it backfired too. Yes. Yeah, it backfired because he's being sliced and diced, and I think it's lovely because it's like, what made him think What made him think that he can get up and lose a case and then get on national TV and slam his father and his family? This is a man that's angry, but we get to see it, y'all. We get to see these celebrities. That's why I always say, don't put anybody, especially them, on no pedestal. None of them. Because they the craziest alone. Yep. Fame is an addiction. Yes. Fame is a drug. Roxanne says Meghan is just exhausting to keep up with so many lies. Oh, yeah. And she will keep lying because she can't help herself. Now, guys, remember, she is a psychopath. So my thing is that what I find interesting, and maybe the royal family knows this already. Harry and Meghan, how long can they go on? Because the royal family's been protecting itself and going strong for 1,600 years. So Harry and Meghan, how do you benefit from this whole fight? How? And Harry, King Charles is your father, your blood. So is your brother. He loves you, but they also have an obligation to the monarchy, to the throne. I don't know how you guys would say it, those in the UK, but they have a whole realm that they are accountable to. And Harry, you call them trapped, which you were out of line. You cannot judge their life. All you can do is just walk your path. But Harry, for some reason, you are still trying to grasp on. You are stalking your family too. You are. You may, and that's deep. Let me think about that. He married a stalker, and now he's stalking his family. That's what he's doing. He's going to keep punishing his father as long as he's alive, his brother, and the institution, the whole firm. He's angry because he feels like he's a spare. He didn't like to be treated that way, and he wants retribution. That's not how life works, dude. Your father and your brother are part of an institution that's been around 1,600 years. And I'm just guessing at 16. I mean, it's over 1,000 years. I thought I read 1,600 years, maybe. Or was it they started in 1,600? No, it was 1,600 years, I think. So, or was it 1,600? I can't, listen. I mean, let's say it's been a long, long time. Okay. So, how can your brother and your father, Harry, cannot extract themselves from the royal institution? They could, but they don't want to. Why? King Charles, he's next in line. He wants to be king. He's now king. And William, no. So you just saying that they are trapped. They're not trapped. You're trapped. You're the one that's trapped, Harry. So he's stalking. Now he's become nothing more than a stalker. Because you know what? The family from King Charles all the way down to his cousins, all of them just wish Harry would just go away and just live your life. Why isn't he doing that? Because he's stalking them now. He is switched. He's committed now. He's a goddamn stalker. So he's going to write books any way that he can hurt them. It's going to play out. That's why I say the royal family, and they may know this already. It's going to get dark. But they don't have to absorb all that shit. That's Harry and Meghan shit. And Harry, if he were to go and expose King Charles or William's dark secrets or Kate and her family, go on ahead. I'd be like, go, do you. Because the people, the British people, the American people, I mean, across the globe, we see what's happening. And Harry, you now know nothing more than a stalker. So go write your book. And yeah, it'll sell if you put some really dirty stuff in it. We won't be able to tell if it's fact or fiction. You can put anything in that book. So, so he and his wife are stalkers. Make no mistake. Now he is stalking. That's scary shit. Because Meghan also is stalking. She hates Kate. If she can run Kate over, she would. If Kate was walking down on those palace grounds, and Meghan Markle was over there taking a stroll by herself, be careful, Kate, because Meghan will roll you up, run you over. That girl, she is dressing like Diana. These two are mentally unwell. Rincy says, seems Harry won't admit his status has been downgraded. Yeah, he's not. He gonna watch when. See, did you see what happened when after Harry did the interview, and then Buckingham Palace came out with that little simple statement, but it was powerful. It was stingy. What did they say? That it was short and sweet. They were like, this issue has been reviewed over, countless of times and meticulously, and we've come to the same conclusion or something. Nothing else. Harry went enraged and he posted on Sussex.com this 2.5-page letter or something. And it was like just rambling. And it's like, oh. And see, all the royal family got to do is let Harry and Meghan just hang themselves. That's it. And they are guaranteed to do it because Meghan is addicted to the fame, even if it's negative or positive. And Harry is ruled by vengeance. And then it's going to get really dark because as they go on, and when King Charles passed on, and as William, they just ignore them, and especially when we got to keep watching the royal website to see when they are. And maybe I'll do a time clock how long it's going to take, how many days before Harry and Meghan will be taken off the website. And then God, I won't say God forbid, but I will say God willing, when William becomes king, that's going to be something. That's going to be something to see. And that's when you see it's really going to get dark. It's going to get dark now because Harry can't help himself. And they want him to write a book, Spare, but they want to wait really close. I bet they behind the scenes are wishing that King Charles will pass on, so they can really get some juice from Harry, because they want that Spare, Ari, and then Netflix, and then whoever the publishers are for that book. They want to get as much good juicy stuff out of that book so it can sell. But that second book is not going to sell like the first one. And then that third one's not going to sell. And then Harry also said Meghan got something to say. Meghan, your book ain't going to sell, girl. Stop. But she's going to, even if we hate it, in her mind, she thinks it's going to be nice. But girl, you will never, there will always be a push against whatever money you make. It's going to be a cap. And when that, and the money they got, that money is shrinking. But they cannot make enough to keep up with their lifestyle. And once they start slumming in an $8 million or $5 million house, that's when Harry's going to wake up and be like, what the fuck? No, I grew up in a castle. I cannot slum in the ghettos. I can't do ghetto. $5 and $8 million house, I'm not doing ghetto. And Meghan, and like I said before, Meghan going to go for women now. I told y'all that because she's aging out. So she's got to get with women. So she's going to, and because of her history, she's done women before. So she'll be okay. But she got to keep building them relationships with powerful women so she can try to build her brand. But Meghan Markle, your fatal flaw was picking a fight with an institution that's been around for 1,600 years. That was your fault. And good luck with that. I don't know what the Democratic machine, what you can do. And she thinks she's going to go into politics. I can't wait to see that too. I cannot wait to see how her and it's that Ferris wheel. It's not the Ferris wheel, the hamster wheel. That's that hamster wheel, these two. Hamster wheel. Roxanne says Meghan has always wanted to be famous and now she will not let it go. Oh no. Because she figured even if it's negative news, she's famous. And I'm like, girl. But, that's what she presents, right? That's what she presents to us. It's not real. Because when those cameras are turned off and she got to go in that big $25 million mansion by herself with her bottles of wine and her Ozempic needle shots and them kids and the nannies that's helping her. Because I don't even think her mama watching them kids. I don't think her mother's watching it. Her mama ain't signed herself. Her mama couldn't even watch her when she was a baby. So she gonna watch two little kids and her mom's up there in age? I don't believe it. I think Meghan got nannies, and I think Harry, get the hell up out of there. Harry's not in that house. Not all the time he's not. Yep. Ransky says, hi, Deluxe. How you doing? Hope all is well. Hey, Deluxe. Ransky, I think they want the crown. Oh, if they could destroy the Wells family, I think they would. Now we know why they used to charge them with treason back in the day. You know what I would, I shouldn't say this. What Harry's doing is treasonous. He is. I mean, his father's the head. He is like, and his father's the head of the courts, right? His father is. And you go, here's what I don't understand. How they get away with not having their titles taken. That's what I don't get. You talk shit and you step down and then you gonna monetize it. But I see what they're doing. It's smart because if they make any moves, it will play into the victim narrative, right? So the royal family really got to stay mute. I love that. That's my motto. Stay mute and military silence in this bitch. Don't say nothing. We don't know nothing. Just let Harry and Meghan hang themselves. And they're doing a good job of it. But I know Lady C was saying that the Queen got after Prince William for taking him and his family on helicopter rides and plane rides. Because if something happens, they all go down. Because William likes to travel with his family. And then I thought, you know what? Harry and Meghan would love that. Because if something happened to King Charles and then something happened to William and his family, Meghan and Harry would, because Harry's fifth in line. That's why they really do have to do something about that. They really do. Roxanne says, Wallace Simpson and Edward couldn't bring down the monarchy. The Harkles don't stand a chance. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't tell them nothing. Big mansions and all along. J-Lo, too. Oh, yeah. J-Lo. I was going to do a story on her, but it wasn't that interesting because I think her daughter graduated high school or something. Her kids, her twins. That's what it said in page 6. And then she was walking in. I saw Ben Affleck's daughter. I think Ben Affleck's the one that's kind of dressed, oh my God. I don't want to say the one is it a boy now or a girl? I don't know. But remember, Ben Affleck took J-Lo's kids to the premiere of Accountant with his kids. So they're close. And I'm like, wait a minute, Ben Affleck. Are you and J-Lo still smashing behind the scenes? And then I was thinking also, Ben Affleck, just a couple of weeks ago, he was pumping on, him and Jennifer Garner went to that paintball thing. And he was hugging up on her and she was pushing him away. So I'm like, okay, Ben, stop playing. Are you playing with both of them girls? But yeah, Meghan Markle's in that mansion all by herself, y'all. All by herself. Now, I want to show something to you guys right quick. I want to play Kanye for you right quick, and then we're going to talk about it. Because this is someone else with Kanye does not have where is it? Kanye doesn't have he's not a psychopath. He's got bipolar, allegedly. That's what he's got. So let me hold on one second. Let me play this for you. So looking at Kanye, and my question to you guys is, if Kim Kardashian could do it over again, do you think that she would have children with Kanye?
When,
hold on. Let me hear you. This is, and it's like, I guess it doesn't matter how crazy you are, y'all. It don't matter. None of it matters. What matters more than anything is that if you're infamous, And he is infamous, I guess. So, let's put him up. Let's listen to Kanye right quick, and then we'll talk about it. Let me see. Where do I... Hold on one second. There we go. Okay, so can I... Let me see. We got to play this one. Okay. There we go. Let's listen to Kanye.
When, Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant, I said I had a baby with Paris Hilton over Kim Kardashian. Because could you imagine if I had kids with Paris Hilton, how many hotels I have now? You get what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about that. The Hilton. The Hilton shit. Because I think I'm staying in a Hilton right now. The fucking Edition Hotels is a Hilton. You know what I'm saying? And Paris Hilton had the vision, and then that's what happened. Kim was like the Virgil. Kim was like Paris Hilton's Virgil. And that's what happened. If you like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you have a kid with a nanny, the nanny only power is to take your kids. So Kim's only power is to take my kids. I had a baby with a fucking assistant, bro. And then put her on Vogue. Then put her on Vogue, bro. You can't put a motherfucking assistant on Vogue, bro. That's exactly Bernardo know it, and it's king time now, bro. No more motherfucking assistants. No more hugs.
Wow. Y'all see that? That's a whole nut. And then just last week he was talking about, being, how do I say it? Making out with his first cousin, who's a male. So they were acting out, SCX scenes or whatever. Crazy. So we know Kanye's crazy. Now you think of Kim Kardashian, if she had a chance to do it again, do you think that she would have had children with this dude? Do you think so? I don't think she would have. I think Kim Kardashian, I think that she liked Kanye's, I got to lay back here on my pillows a little bit, guys, because my back is killing me. I think Kim Kardashian loved the spotlight, but I don't think she really knew that Kanye was this crazy. And they said Bianca was somewhere and she's walking around with sheer suits and naked. And it's just like, fame is a drug, y'all. And you can't put these people on a pedestal. Kanye, you can't put him on a pedestal. That man, he needs to be medicated. And I wonder, how long do you guys think this can go on with Kanye? We were talking about Harry and Meghan. I think Harry and Meghan, that can go on forever as long as they've got cameras and people willing to interview them. And if Cuckoo Kanye can get, traffic on the internet, Harry and Meghan, cuckoo sells. Y'all know that. Cuckoo crazy, that sells. Harry and Meghan, I think that Harry, you could forget it. The royal family has cut you off. There is no rekindling of anything. That's what I think. And Harry, you are now, and you're excommunicated. You are you're in exile. They don't want you. They just want you to go away and leave them alone, and you're not doing it. So Cuckoo's going to sell. So I think Harry and Meghan, that's going to go on until the end of days with them. And then their children are going to start complaining. And I think as the years go in the royal family, I think as the years go on, Catherine and William, they will modernize the monarchy. They will probably scale down even more, and they will do their thing. But they will never acknowledge Harry and Meghan ever, and I wouldn't. So goodbye with that. But Kanye, how long can this go on? I don't know, because he has a whole he's got to be medicated to keep him stable. Like Meghan Markle, psychopathology, when you're when you're a psychopath, there's no medication. There's no medication for that. So, but he needs it. So how long can he go on like this, do you think? And I think Kim really does. And why isn't Kim going to court to get sole custody of her kids? Why is she doing that? I don't know. Why isn't she doing that? I don't understand. I don't understand why she's not going. Because he, to me, is very dangerous. He will boil her kids and eat them. That's how he is. He is crazy as hell. Deluxe says, I am good. I'm on here with my girl Rhonda in the gang. Hey, Deluxe Life, welcome. Yep. We are having a good time tonight. Rinsky says, I saw a psychiatrist call it stalking on TV. Oh, I was so relieved someone said it out loud. Oh, Rinsky, did you? Because that's the only thing I could think. Harry is stalking his family now. If your family is telling you, please, come on. And that's what they're saying. His father is not saying anything against him. His father's not. What was his father supposed to say when you go up against? His father can't get involved in court cases. That you cannot reason with crazy. You can't reason with it. So Harry and Meghan will always have an audience as long as the media keep putting the camera on them. But what Harry will never get and what they really want is to be part of the royal family again. And that is not going to happen anytime soon. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I really don't. I love that statement from the palace. It was short, concise, and ice cold. Yep, that's right. It was short, concise, and ice cold. They are really good. Because remember when Meghan Markle and Prince Harry did the Big O interview, and then they said that Catherine came up with the statement, recollections may vary. I'm like, oh, that is too cold. And that's true. Recollections may vary. I mean, you could see it one way, and you know Harry and Meghan, they crazy as shit. You know that. So you know and they are agents of chaos. Now, when I saw that interview with Harry, I was like, oh, he is no different than Meghan. They are alike in that aspect. But I bet you behind closed doors, I bet it is one toxic soup. There, you know what? God is everywhere, y'all. God is everywhere. But I'm not sure if, I would hope that someone in their camp would find some kind of spirituality for these two. Because I bet it's going down. I bet them walls in Montecito and that $25 million mansion, I bet them walls be quaking with these two. Because they're not normal. They are not in a healthy space. How do they work out conflict? How do they compromise? It's just about manipulation and tantruming and control. I mean, it's crazy. The way Harry talked to his father. Talking about he don't know how long his father had. How do you know how long your daddy had when you ain't spoke to him since January 2024? You freak. So we can't believe him. He's got the British people like, is he dying? I mean, is it terminal? It's what, and it's like King, I'm telling you, my second, no, he's my second. If he's my mother's first cousin, he's my second cousin. Butch got bone cancer. He's like in his 70s, bone cancer. I'm like, and I can't, God, I don't want to think that, but with my luck, but my mom, 29, had cancer and took her out. Then her first cousin gets bone cancer. He's in his 70s. He lived a good 7-8 years. He's still alive. Still come to the family gatherings. Look fine. He is not skinning bones, nothing. But I mean, he walks with a limp. He's in a great deal of pain. But you can't count King Charles out. You can't. He may stay or be around another 10 years. You don't know. So Harry don't know. Harry is nervous as fuck. AF. Hey, S. Brownie, how you doing? I like your locks. Yeah, Harry, that video was devastating because Harry looked defeated. He looked like he a titty baby. He looked like he was curled up on Meghan's lap crying, angry. Oh my God. I love your chats at Rhonda Loves Life. Glad you're thank you, Rinsky. I love it too. I'm like, this is slice of heaven for me. I'm having a ball. I love our conversations back and forth. I love it because we are having a good time. And talking and shining a light on these celebrities. I'm telling you, we can learn so much from them. What not to do. And that's why I say the beauty of social media. There's a lot we can complain about social media, of course, but there are some good things too. And the best thing that happened was that everybody's got a camera, and one flaw that celebrities have is they cannot stay away from a camera because they are really self-centered, narcissistic. They really think like like Terrence Howard. We got to get into him because Terrence Howard, I think the actor, he's a good actor, but Terrence Howard with his what did he talk? His patents, and then he was on that's a whole side thing, but you can't tell him. He's another actor. He think he's the smartest man in the room, smarter than scientists and everything. They are really delusional, really, and a lot of them are. When and Terrence did expose them too, because Terrence said that a Puff Daddy was trying to, get with him, and Terrence wasn't having it. But considering what all these actors and actresses and celebrities, all of them have to do to get in the biz to get ahead, and if they already crazy, it's just and they turn on the camera and they go, and it's like and they're exposed to the world, their cuckoo-ness. And we get to look at it like, oh, hell no. They are really crazy. Like Meghan Markle, really crazy. We did not know Harry was that crazy. Harry is crazy. Like J-Lo. Oh, yeah. Miss J-Lo. I ought to do a video on J-Lo's career, her life in Hollyweird, how she started off as a fly girl. Considering Marlon Wayans, yeah, his brother Keenan, because they remember Living Color. I don't know. Living Color was out when I was married, when I first got married in the early 90s. And it came on Sundays, I think. And we were so excited to watch it. And J-Lo was on there. And she was Keenan Ivory Wayans. J-Lo worked it, baby. And then I still can't believe she messed with Puff Daddy. And remember, she was on that white bed with Aaliyah. And I'm like, I know J-Lo probably had so many penicillin shots and had to get her cervix scraped and everything, or her uterus scraped, whatever they do. Because it's like she and Puff Daddy, it makes me want to vomit in my mouth. I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. But J-Lo went with it. J-Lo, she did it. And J-Lo's worth $100 million or something, right? So I hope it was worth it, J-Lo. Ooh, and then Ben Affleck made her his wife. And oh my God, Ben Affleck, you better go get tested. For real. Roxanne says, Wallace Simpson and Edward couldn't bring down the monarch of the Hargers. Yep, they don't stand a chance. That's right. They do not stand a chance. Deluxe asks, Rhonda, can you remember if Wendy Williams made that bet that Kanye wouldn't marry Kim, or was it Harry and Meghan? No, it was Kanye and Kim. And Wendy Williams said she would eat crow if they got married or stayed married for 5 years or something like that. But she ended up eating crow. I'm like, but that really, I feel bad for Kim. I don't feel bad for any of the decisions Kim made, because you know how Kim made her fame. You know how she became famous. Come on now. We're not going to pretend like she's Mother Teresa. And we know her mama is the biggest pimp in Hollyweird. Okay? But she's got those kids, and I do feel bad for the kids, because children don't ask to come here. Them babies didn't ask to come here. And I can tell you now, having a sick father, like my father was an alcoholic, that is traumatic. But Kim's got each child got a nanny. I think they need security guards around them. But Kim, she really do. You cannot leave your kids unattended with this man, because if he's not medicated, you don't know what he'll do. It's dangerous, very dangerous. So, but I do feel bad for Kim, because Kim's a mama bear. So, I have no doubt she loves her children, of course, but I just think that she's got to make some moves, because Kanye's not getting any. I guess he refused to take his medication. Last week he was talking about having sex with his own cousin. Now this week he's talking about he should have had babies with Paris Hilton. So it's just insanity. can you imagine these celebrities' lives when their camera's turned off? Did you guys see Kanye get into his car when his top of his butt cheeks was his butt crack was showing? I said, oh, that's so disgusting. Because I bet he don't bathe. I bet you he don't bathe or brush his teeth. And then they say he's suing his dentist because his dentist got him hooked on laughing gas. Really? Oh, you going to blame your dentist now? Okay. So Roxanne says prescription drugs messes up your brain. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. This man is a freaking dog. Yeah. Hi, Lakita. How you doing? It's been a while. How are you? Yeah, he is. Kanye is. I mean, oh, it's just, and they're going to get people watching them because cuckoo sells. The more crazy you are, the more people are going to watch because they want to see a train wreck. That's why. That is exactly why. And Harry, I'm like, well, Harry, when you coming for another interview? But Harry is in Las Vegas. He probably with another working girl now. He probably, and what do you call it? And throwing back that alcohol. What did Nacho come to, Harry? And we talked about that before. I think they in the swingers community too. I really do. Because I think Meghan's got to make her, that's her default. She got to make her relationships where she can, because she's trying to network and get access, and she's trying to make it up there. And I'm like, girl, there will always be that force pushing down on your earning potential, because you started a war with an institution that's been around over 1,600 years. Mark my word, you're not getting that billion. You can forget it. But I want to see how long this machine, which I think a large part, it's a Democratic Party machine. I think that's the machine behind it. That's who I think is behind those really powerful ones, because they want to be able to promote the Democratic Party with Harry and Meghan. But look at Harry and Meghan's brand, because their brand, there's a whole force that's working against them too. The whole force. But I think it's the people that the royal family has got to protect itself. You can't go and let these two clowns just run. You got to show your canines, but you got to do it smart. And they're doing it smart. And what they're doing is allowing Harry and Meghan to make all of the mistakes that they're making. Just go ahead and let them do it for you. Hey, Sandy South, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Yep. Rhonda, did you see that Kanye video with the black hood? Yes, I saw that. I didn't want to play it. I have it. I have it, but I said, he's so sick. He's so sick. And I couldn't believe that he was selling Nazi t-shirts. He was actually selling it until Amazon shut it down, or what? Was it on his website? And it's like, this guy, how long can this last? Guys, how long do you think this can keep going on with him? How long do you think this will keep? Now, remember when Spector, Phil Spector, he was the big producer guy of a Wall of Sound in the 60s. He ended up dying in prison because I saw a documentary on him. Let's pull up Phil Spector right quick. And do you not guys know that he was putting guns in women's mouths all the way back in the 60s? But because he was making everybody money, these record company money, they ignored it. Okay, so we're going to put up a picture when he was young during the Wall of Sound. So I'm going to share this one. Let's put this up right quick. I need to get better at this. I'll get better at this sharing screen. Start practicing this. Here we go. Okay. Here he is. Now that's Phil Spector. This is when he was younger, right? So he was making big money in the 60s. He did that Tina Turner song, Ike and Tina. He did the girl groups. He had a sound in the 60s. And he was making a lot of these record companies money. But behind the scenes, he was beating the crap out of women. Yeah, he was beating the crap out of women. He was putting guns in their mouths. And look, this is how he looked in prison. And you guys may know already. This is crazy. They never did anything to protect that poor the women. And then he shot an actress. She was she was an older lady. I think she was in her 40s or 50s, and she had tried to make it in Hollyweird. Here, let me share that with you. There you go. You see? Look at him. Look at that. That's how he looked in prison. He was crazy all along. He was crazy all along. He was crazy. But because he was making record companies money. Now, how long will Kanye? He was crazy and was never medicated. He wouldn't get on his medication. He was putting guns in women's mouths for decades. Decades, y'all. And no one did anything about it. No one did anything about it. No one thought it was important enough because he was making money. Now, can Kanye get away with this? Well, whose money is Kanye making? Like, who is he making money for now? Because he got cut. The banks won't work with them. You know what I mean? He can't put his money in the bank. Remember, he lost all that money from Adidas. So what's he gonna do then? Right? What's he gonna do? Where's he gonna go? So I don't know. Here, let's put the lady's picture up. Here's her picture. She was so pretty too. She went to his house and he was playing with the gun, and then he said that she shot herself. It was like, what? He's the one with hand residue. She shot it, but she had went over to his house. I don't know. I mean, in Hollyweird, maybe she thought he could give her some roles or connections if she can just deal with the craziness for a little bit. And let me tell you, and he has something waiting for her. He has something waiting for her. Letitia says she is so sorry she met him. That's what you think, Lakita, with Kim Kardashian? Yeah, I think him, because that's no joke. Your kids, girl, that is scary as shit. That is scary. As long as he's not medicated, he's dangerous. Sandy South, much love from Ripley, Mississippi, USA. Hey, Sandy South, thanks for joining us. From Ripley, Mississippi. Hello. Yeah, Kanye is cuckoo crazy. How long do you think this can last, though? I think all the Kardashians regret their baby days. You think, well, they can start over with Prince Harry. Now that they got access to him. 2 of the girls could end up with babies with him. Sandy South, hey. Yep, hey. Hey, Lakita 100. Yep. Rhonda, please do a show on Kenya. Kanye or Kenya Deluxe Life? Kanye? Yeah, I can definitely do one. Kanye is going to be 5150. You think so, Lakita? It's time. It's really time. I mean, he runs around, but you know what? Trouble's going to hit him one day. He's going to end up doing something that's going to get him in a lot of trouble. Because in life, how long can you go on like this? How can you go on fighting? And I don't know. How can you go on like that? Fighting like Harry and Meghan and them, and then Kanye with his mental illness. How long can this go on? Untreated mental illness. How long? I'm exhausted just looking at him, but she's building a case. Oh, Lakita, okay. Yeah. Well, she's got enough evidence because he's got the Nazi t-shirts. Remember when Bianca was sucking his privates on the Mediterranean in Italy, and they will not invite him back again? What else? And then he had that meltdown when he knocked down that guy, and I think he paid that guy off because you ain't heard nothing from the guy again. And there was a video on it. And then he's selling the Nazi stuff. And then he's talking about having SCX with his first cousin. And so she's building. She's got to. She better do something quick. And then you want to keep him. Thank God she's rich and got security. because you got to protect yourself from him. You really do. You really do. Deluxe Life says Roxanne 100. Yes, you do. Deluxe says Megan's mom lives here in California. I was going to photograph her home one year. She does, Deluxe Life? Oh, have you seen her? Is she still a yoga teacher? Lakita's laughing. Yeah, that's yeah, Meghan Markle's mom. Yeah, Deluxe Life. I hear he smells too. He looked like he does not shower or anything. And he's out, and then he have them black leather pants on, and then his ass cracked. He get in a car and you can see his ass cracked. And it's like, that is so disgusting. That's so disgusting. Oh, Lakita, thank you. I'm doing well. I have been catching up on your past shows and having a good laugh. It's nice to see you. Thank you, Lakita, and thank you so much for the donation. Thank you very much. I am glad to be back, Lakita. I am absolutely glad to be back. Deluxe Life says, my God, really, Phil Spector? Tina got a good start back in the industry. Yeah, she did. Tina Turner. And you know what? I love Tina. I love me some Tina Turner. Did you guys ever see What's Love Got to Do with It? The Tina Turner story? Oh, and then it's a redemption story. And then she got into Buddhism. She took her name. She said, I just want my name. And she went over to Switzerland, found herself a fiance. She made some hits. She came back and then she just lived her life quietly with class and dignity. I love Tina Turner. I love Tina Turner. I absolutely do. He says, nope on Kanye. Yeah. I will do one on Kanye. Yes, I will. I can do one on Kanye. Definitely do a video on Kanye. All right, guys. Well, I think we are up to our hour and a half, which is good. That's about my time limit. I am so excited to be back on again. I've been recording every day, and this is kind of my little slice. I haven't just get away and chat about some of the topics, some of the things that are happening in the world, that we can kind of get into it and start chatting about it. Yeah. Deluxe says, I don't know Deluxe Life. I don't know what was she doing now, Megan's mom. Yeah, Megan's mother. That's a weird story. I want to know, where was she for 10 years during Megan's formative years? I heard rumors, but I want to know facts. We shall see. But anyways, guys, this has been great. You guys have a good night. And then just keep in mind for this our topic today, how long do you think this thing with Kanye is going to go on? I think someone said in the comments he's going to be 5150. I think eventually he will, because you're going to have to put him down. He can't go on forever like this, because he's already, he's in his 50s now, right? Or close to it. Harry and Meghan. I think Harry and Meghan, they're going to be recycling this victim narrative till the end of time. And William and Catherine, ignore them. They're nobodies, right? All right, guys. Deluxe, thank you very much for the super sticker. Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a beautiful night. This has been great. If you have any other topics you'd like for us to discuss online, leave them in the chat. So I know Kanye, we got to get on Kanye. Anything else? Of course, we're going to always discuss crazy celebrities when they pop up. J-Lo, what has J-Lo been up to? She's been really quiet. I think she's licking her wounds. And one good thing she's doing is that she is not attaching herself to a man. So we're glad about that. All right, guys. Roxanne Napier, good night. Good night, Lakita. Good night. Thank you. Deluxe Life, good night to you. Let's go through some of the names. Rinsky, have a good night. Roxana, good night. Sandy South, welcome. Thank you. Deluxe Life, of course, thank you so much. Let's see some of the others that left comments. Yes, Rinsky, thank you, guys. S. Brownie, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I always got to say my thank you to to the team, those that are contributing, thank you so much. I can't do it without you. Robin Swan, thank you very much. Big hearts to you. Aloha Annie, I know you had to check out, but always good to see you. Venera, thank you. Monique's Beauty, thank you. All right, guys, have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay well, and let's hope nothing happens tonight with these crazies. We love you. I love you too, Deluxe. I love you guys. Have a good night. Ciao. Mwah.